The journey from Afghanistan to the U.S. southern border is long and treacherous. But for Afghan journalist Nizakat Parsa, the hope of a better life outweighed the risk and discomfort. Parsa and his family are among the latest arrivals to the border in California after a 3-month trek. Back in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, Parsa worked for the broadcaster Rahe Farda, hosting a politics talk show called, quote, Arman Shahar, or Hope of the City. But when the Taliban returned to power in 2021, Parsa says restrictions made work in the media tough.
As a journalist in Afghanistan, I was at risk and we did not have safety. Therefore, we decided to come to the U.S.
With his wife and 2 children, aged 12 and 9, Parsa traveled to Iran in 2022. From there, the family applied to Brazil for a humanitarian visa, one of the few places globally that offers the visa to Afghans. Then came the final leg of their journey, a risky route that crosses 11 countries.
We had seen the images and documentaries that showed the bodies of travelers scattered on the way. They were, for instance, eaten by crocodiles.
Their hope of a more secure future spurred them on. But, Parsa says, the journey by boat and foot seemed perilous.
You had to walk through the forests on foot for at least 2 to 4 or 5 days with no food or water.
At one point, the family was loaded onto fast-moving boats in the middle of the night.
We did not have safety vests. The number of people on the boats was manifold. It was very difficult.
Reaching Mexico, Parsa scheduled an appointment via the U.S. Customs and Border Protection app CBP One. A month later, they were allowed into the U.S. Many Afghans seek refuge in the U.S. because of its diversity, better security, and educational opportunities, says immigration consultant Hashmatullah Siddiqui.
You better know United States are sufficient on the values, democracy, respect of the human rights.
Siddiqui says the CBP One program helps Afghans like Parsa with resettlement.
They have the benefits of the working authorizations. They have the socials. They legally applied for their asylum based on the persecutions. Their asylum has been approved.
Now that the family are safely in the U.S., with the journey behind them, Parsa is ready for the next step, applying for asylum to ensure a secure future. For Fahim Siddiqui in Sacramento, California, Elizabeth Cherneff, VOA News.